Yesterday, we finished up with translations. We looked at how to do reflections and translations, and I told you the second day we'll be doing rotations. We just have to finish up our notes page. Won't be very long, and we'll have time to practice it. Okay, so how to do a rotation. First thing we're going to talk about is clockwise. Goes this way, the way the clock would go, the old clocks. And counterclockwise goes backwards from that. Okay, so you got to know which direction you're rotating it. If we are rotating it 90 degrees clockwise, if it doesn't say otherwise, it's assumed clockwise. I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Counterclockwise, unless it's stated otherwise. To rotate a point 90 degrees counterclockwise about the origin, you multiply the y coordinate by -1 and interchange the x and the y. Okay, so here it is with the mapping symbol. X and y switch around, y is opposite. 180 degrees counterclockwise. You will don't swap them. Don't swap them. Just make x and y both opposite. 270-degree rotation counterclockwise. You would do swap x and y, but make x the opposite. X is the opposite and swap them. Let's talk for a minute. Equivalent to a 90-degree counterclockwise rotation is a 270-degree clockwise rotation. Clockwise. This is counterclockwise. 90 degrees counterclockwise is equal to 270 degrees clockwise. So keep that in mind. 180 doesn't matter if you're going counter or clockwise, you'll end up in the same place. 270 degrees counterclockwise is equal to 90 degrees clockwise. So you can use these same symbols and mapping to answer those as well. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Let's look at the math behind these. Just have 3 problems to do. First one says we are rotating it 180 degrees. Doesn't matter if you're going clockwise or counterclockwise if you're going 180. The mapping says to do x, y, and make them both opposite. So 2, 1 becomes -2, -1. 7, 1, -7, -1. 6, -3 will become -6 and +3. And 1, -3 will become -1 and +3. Just make them both the opposite. Here is the picture shown to you. Already graphed. It started here, 180 degrees. We'll put it over here. Now notice that was turned. It's taken here and it's turned. So H is now up here. G is this direction. F is here and J is here. 180 degrees about the origin. This one says to go 270 degrees about the origin. Now, if it doesn't say that's counterclockwise, here's my mapping pattern. X, Y becomes Y -x. So make X the opposite. I started out with, I'm already done here, I have lots of room. J is at 1, 2. If X is the opposite, it becomes -1. And then swap it. So it'd be 2, -1 would be the new J. K. K is at 4, 3. I would make X the opposite, be -4 and swap it. So 3, -4. Be my new K. L was at 6, 1. Make it opposite, be -6 and swap it will be 1, -6. Okay, so make X the opposite and swap it. M started out at 3, 1. It's going to end up at 1, -3. Make X the opposite and swap it. That's my new L. That's my new M. One more. This one, it says 90 degrees about the origin. That's counterclockwise. So I'm using this make y the opposite and swap. P was at 1, 1. If I make y the opposite be -1, swap it, the new P would be at -1, 1. Q was at 4, 5. Make that the opposite, -5, and swap it will be -5, 4. And R was at 5, 1. The new R will be at -1, 5. So when I look through those options, I see that B has to be the correct answer. All right, let's finish up this lesson. You guys got this.